All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of the Denial of the Day podcast. I'm here with Chris, our claims manager.
Heyo.
Chris is here, and we talk so much about business a lot, all the time, and that's fine because that's what we're here about and here for trying to teach you guys about what we do and the best ways to maybe approach claims or the things not to do. All that's great, but today we're going to kind of switch it up a little bit. And Chris,
Yeah.
we're going to talk about you and
Yeah.
who you are. Tell us first and foremost who you are at Bellator, your experience, kind of your professional background.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great question. And, I love these. You kind of meet everyone, but there's a chance to meet me, obviously,
Yeah,
over social media.
the
But
meet and greet.
the meet and greet. Yeah, about me, obviously, with a little bit more of a professional background. I've been with Bellator now for about 3 years. It's been amazing. Taylor I've known for quite some time, and so I've seen him on this journey,
Right.
which has been great, and it's always kind of looking over when I was in a different career of what he does, and I'm like, huh, that's really cool. You're actually helping a lot of people here, man. That
Yeah.
must be a really satisfying feeling, at the end of the day. So, um, when I decided to make the leap, I actually was in the mortgage industry for about 19 years, and I was just looking for a change. The market was a little crazy at the time, and I've always been peeking over at Taylor and seeing how he was doing and, picking his brain, learning more and more and more. And finally connected with Taylor. And, I think we both decided that kind of my background in the mortgage world was dealing directly with underwriters a lot of times, making sure the deal doesn't fall apart. And so just kind of that problem solver, troubleshooter, is
Yeah.
my background. And so that was able to translate pretty well on this side of the world as far as helping insureds deal with their insurance company. So instead of dealing with underwriters at mortgage companies, now I'm dealing with adjusters at insurance companies. And
All
so
right.
it's the same battle. It really there's always a battle. So, but I like the battle.
It is.
That's what I love doing because you're gonna get your losses, but you're also gonna get those victories, which are just amazing. So
Yeah, buddy. And so we have the Win Your Claim Wednesday, which we both love for that specific reason. We also like one of the things that when we started talking as far as you joining Bellator was your background and how far you go back in the mortgage industry related to dealing with adjuster or underwriters is exactly like you had said, dealing with adjusters, right? You have to solve the problem to figure out how this is going to fit together in the mortgage world, the same thing that you have to do to fit together in the insurance claims world with the adjusters. And so it was so parallel. It was actually kind of weird how close like
yeah,
it was, right? And
yeah,
sometimes we actually like at the very beginning of our working relationship, we would talk. I would say, "Hey man, this is like when you're speaking with an underwriter at the mortgage company in this relation, all you have to do is switch it over to now you're talking to an adjuster at the insurance company and things like that." So that is so awesome, man. We're so happy you're here. Thank you so much for doing such a great job for me, for our clients, the insureds, and the communication. I mean, people love it. So, the next question is going to be digging a little bit deeper. Who is Chris behind the work? Who
who
are
is
you
Chris
really?
behind the rock, if you will, the rock wall?
Who is Chris in front of the rock wall?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I love talk. Well, I don't love talking about myself. It's always a little weird, but I'm an advocate golfer. Now, I wouldn't say I'm great at it, but I just love to play. It
Yeah,
gets my mind off of things. It's just
right.
I've got courses lined up. I'm part of this little membership, so I love golf, and that's one of the biggest things. I love spending time with my dog. Her
Yeah,
name's Scarlett. She's kind of a mixed pit bull chow chow, which is like the worst breeds you can have, but she's like the sweetest girl in the
she
world.
is.
Like totally mellow,
Yeah.
calm, wouldn't hurt a fly. So yeah, the biggest thing with her, I've had her now for 9 years. I adopted her, and
No
so
way.
it's crazy. Yeah, time
Really?
flies, and so
Wow.
just spending time with her, health wise, getting back in shape. That's important to me. And so I'm really focusing on
Definitely.
that right now. And, just staying focused on kind of the big picture. And I look forward to see where this is going to take me both personally and on the business side. So been
That's
great so far.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, anything else you want to discuss personally? Like, where did you grow up? You obviously love golf. Did you watch
Yeah.
the Masters? Are you going
Yes.
to maybe go and try out for the Masters next year?
No, no, no. They would have to create a league that, it was 90 plus for me to try out. And then I
Yeah,
still probably wouldn't make the cut.
yeah.
So,
Are you talking
the
about
back,
90 over par or?
yeah, 90 over par. Yeah. So, but it was great. I watched the Masters. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Rory McIlroy coming back and getting his Masters that he deserved, which was awesome.
yeah,
And yeah, that was amazing. Other than that, I grew up in Houston, Texas, believe it or not. I'm actually born and raised Texas.
yeah.
Moved
Nice.
around a lot growing up. I think I went to three different high schools.
Wow.
So my dad was a contractor and on mainframes computers. So we definitely moved a lot. But at first I hated it, but I think it kind of helped kind of shape who I am, because you have to put yourself out there, in order to meet new people. You gotta
Yeah.
put your guard down. You gotta learn to kind of be funny in a way. And I guess I'm kind of funny in a way. I don't know. Funny looking.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm close. I'm close to my family too. I've got my folks are still doing great. I've got two brothers, and my older brother, he's got three kids. They're all out of the house, and so that's pretty amazing. And
Yeah.
my younger brother, he's got four kids from 9 to 0, so he's got his hands full. So
Yeah, it's a lot. Trust me, I know.
yeah,
Yeah, dude. And so just to speak into you and about you, you have such an amazing heart. You're a servant, you're a leader, and you bring that dynamic to Bellator, and we definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you and bringing everything that you have to this work for our clients and for us at Bellator. The thing is that you know, but probably don't hear very often is the interactions that you have with our insureds is so amazing. The communication that you give, the ability to take in their frustration, rage, and anger, and know that it's not directed at you, but it's maybe directed at the insurance company, and being able to come back in a soft, kind hearted way with empathy and understanding, knowing that they're going through a tough situation because maybe they had a fire at their restaurant or part of their roof blew off because of a windstorm. And, all of these other things, there's so much that goes into that. So, thank you
I
for being
appreciate that.
you. We appreciate you,
Thank you.
brother. And any final words regarding who Chris is?
No, no, I think I got everything out. Now we'll tie that up back to the business. If you need
Yes,
any help with anything, BellatorClaims.com. You
that's
can
right.
help us reach a bigger audience by liking our channel, subscribe, share with the world. Help us get to 1 million.
Yes.
But no,
So,
thanks everyone.
yeah, as Chris was saying, we're trying to reach 1 million people with this message, the messages that we share on the Denial of the Day podcast, because they help insureds, property owners directly, as well as contractors. So thank you. Thank you, Chris, for being you. You're awesome, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you.